Hello all, welcome to the official demo of Ultimate POS. In today's demo, we will look into how to use the API of Ultimate POS. So here in the login screen, like you can see, we have a button to view all the different documentation of the API. So if I will open this in a new tab, you will see like we have a basic authentication document over here. We have all the documentation for attendance management, clock in, clock out, holidays. Like we have the API for brand management, business location, cash register, contacts, expenses, product sales, tables. Like all these different APIs are present. So we are actively working on creating this API. So in the future, like we can add some more API, or there can be like some modifications in the existing API also. So if I will just look into the brand management API, or let me just click on this list of brands. So here you can see like it is showing me we required authentication to access this API, and we have to send an HTTP request to this get. We have to send a get HTTP request to connector slash API slash brands. So here it is showing an example of example request. Like we have to send a request to our domain slash connector slash API slash brands, and the header will be content type application slash JSON, and here you can see like the accept will be application slash JSON, and authorization, we have to send authorization with every request for which we required authentication. So here in the authorization we have to send a bearer, and we have to send a token here. So I will explain you how to generate this token here. So after you have sent this request, you will get a response. Like the response, you can see example response here. So here in the response, like we will have the data. Inside the data we will have multiple arrays here, which will have all the data related to any of the API which you are requesting. So this is a request for get. If suppose we want to add anything, we have to send a post request. So if I will go to contacts and I will go to create contact, here like in the create contact we have to send a request. Like the request is post over here, and the body parameters are like the, we have to send a parameter. Like here it is the given description of all the different types, parameter, type, status, and the description. So we have to send a parameter which is named as type, and the type is string. It is a required, and like we can send it supplier, customer, or both. So similarly, like we have a parameter supplier business name, we can like send a string over here. This is also required, but if suppose any parameter is optional, then it has been marked as optional over here. So we have to give, so here it has specified the name of all the parameters, the type, and like the status if it is a optional or a required parameter, and the description of that one. So here you can see like in the example request we have to send a post request over here. Like we have to send the data here, and in the example response, like you will see like it is giving us a response of this particular request. So here like we can also switch to this JavaScript type of request. Like you can see how you can send request from the JavaScript. So similar thing you can do in the PHP also. So let us look into how we can generate this token, how we can use this authentication. So if I will go to the info here you can see like for authentication, first login to the application and navigate to connector slash clients. So after you have logged in, you have to go to this particular URL. You have to create new client and generate client ID and client secret. And like once you have created the client ID, you may request an access to the token by, so you have to send a post request to this API to generate a token. So let us look into the demo how to do this. So if I will log in with the super admin here, so after I've logged in with super admin, if I will go to the connector here, and inside the connector like we have two menus, one is client and another one is documentation. So with this documentation you can view the documentation of these APIs. So if I will go to the client, like here we have a option to create the client. I can give any name here, Let me just name it as demo2 and let me just save it. So after we have created a client, like it will give us a client ID and like client secret. So you can see like we have a client ID here and this one is the client secret. So after we have generated this client ID and client secret, let us test this API for this authentication. So I will just open Postman here. You can use any tool for like checking this API. I will use Postman here. So with the Postman, I will just send a post request to local/pos.com/auth/token. So this is the URL which is already mentioned here. Like you have to send a request to connect. You have to send a request to OAuth/token, and the request type will be post. And these are all the parameters which we have to send, like the grant type, client ID, client secret, username, and the password. So I will just open my Postman here, and here I will just write this URL as local.pos.com/auth/token. And in the body I will just add all these things, like the grant type will be password, the client ID will be the ID which is present here, which is 6. I will add the grant ID as 6 here, and I will add a client secret. This one I will copy and I will add the client secret over here. And here I can give any username and password. So after I have given the username and password, let me just click on this send request. So with this send request, like it will, here it is showing me the response. Well, in the response, like it is giving me the access token here. So this is the access token which we have to use to send any request, further request to our API. So this is the token like which we have to use here, like when we are sending any request in the authorization bearer, like we have to use the access token over here. So let me just give a demo of how to use this in the brand list of brands. So if I will, so the request we have to send is to connector/API/brand. Like we have to send a header which is content type application/JSON. So I will go to my header tab and I will add content type as application JSON. And here in the accept I have to also enter application/JSON. And here in the authorization, we have to bearer, and after bearer we have to use this access token here. So I will just copy this access token from here and I will paste it. So let me just, like for this we have to send a GET request. So here I am using the GET request here, and let me just click on this send. So you can see, like after I clicked on this send, like it is showing me the details response over here. Like the response, it will have all the datas, and the datas format will be similar format as we have given in the example response. So like you can see, like it is giving inside the data we have all the different brands here, like the ID of the brand, business ID, the name of the brand, description, and all the details will be mentioned over here. So similarly, let us like look into another API. Let us look into the business location. So here you can see, like it is giving me all the response for the business location, like all the details of this particular business location, the ID, the business ID, location, and the name, all the details response will be present here. So the response, like the fields in the response, like it can be changed based on your different modules which you have installed. Like if suppose you have not installed essential module, And like if suppose you are not using WooCommerce module, then in that case, like the response, like some of the fields might not be present which is specific for that particular module. So that's all in this API document, in this API video. Thank you.